How are you today, Lou? Well, that arm is healing up nicely, but I see that you've been damaging your other arm. That won't do, Lou. That won't do. I can't help but notice you're still here. You haven't left our humble establishment to rule the earth.
Oh, I will. Just you watch, I will.
Sure you will, Lou. Sure you will. Tell me about last night's dream.
It started with a fat guy.
I think we blew a goddamn bet. Man, I gotta take a piss. Well, go get your goddamn piss. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Well, you see, the official version is that I broke a belt, and then I heroically stopped you from escaping.
Why are you doing this?
Well, you see, Master Ambrose, he gave me a long list of where-tos and what-fors. And it's a long list because he is a wordy motherfucker. But what it all boils down to is a fat man had to die. So, if you could get out in an orderly fashion, and then say, run for maybe 20 feet in that direction, in a straight line, of course, I consider it a kindness.
Exactly what did I do to piss off, what was it, Master Ambrose?
Shit, son, I don't know. It ain't like Master Ambrose and I sit down and have cookies and tea, you see. If it makes you feel any better, I take no pleasure in any of this.
At least you're all shook up about it.
I'm all broke up, boo. Fuck my ballsack! What the fuck? What the fuck? Fucking hell! What the fuck? Fuck! What the
You
fuck?
can stop right there, sugar britches. Point that thing away from me. I don't want you to get nervous and do something stupid. Take your finger off the trigger. Now, real slow, I want you to pump those shotgun shells out of that scattergun. You understand?
Yeah.
Nice and slow. You're new at this, aren't you?
Yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Go ahead and put the gun down. Put it down. Slow. Slow. Now back away. Easy. And you see what I did to your buddy? You do something stupid, that's gonna be you too, you understand?
No.
You got a key on you?
Yeah.
A handcuff key? Alright, you're gonna come over here, uncuff one of these cuffs.
Okay. Okay.
If you do this right, you can live.
I had nothing to do with this. I got a wife and kids, man.
So did I. Back up on the road.
Look, he was a piece of shit. I didn't think he'd do anything like this. Look, I just had to take a piss, man. I swear I'll tell everybody the truth.
You're gonna tell everyone the truth. Now turn around, count to 100, walk in that direction. You turn around, that's it. You're done. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Keep walking.
13, 14, 15.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Sheriff don't take kindly to have his nap interrupted.
I don't give a flying fuck what he takes kindly to. And are you seriously smoking narcotics in front of a federal officer?
No.
Jesus Christ. Get up and get your boss. Now!
Nobody orders sheriff around.
Well, I believe I just did. So why don't you get your fucking inbred ass out of my way, or I'll break your goddamn chicken neck with my thighs, and you will not enjoy it.
Well, yeah, but
Hey! Wake up, you backwater excuse for law enforcement. Let's go.
A woman? God damn. I could have sworn by the way you walked in here you was all man.
What did you fucking say to me?
Honey, if I've learned one thing, it's if it walks like a bull and it talks like a bull, no matter how pretty it is, there's gotta be a set of balls swinging around between your pretty little thighs. What can I do for you?
I am here looking for an escaped convict.
Well, y'all let another one go.
No, the Department of Corrections let another one go, and I intend on finding him.
Do you now? I reckon we all need goals.
It's my job.
Tennessee's got a job too. He cleans the shitters. He has been up my ass for promotion, I tell you what.
Do you see this goddamn badge? I'm a U.S. Deputy Marshal, and I require your assistance.
Well, honey, you might as well wish in one hand and shit out of it. Tell me which one goes up first.
You seriously refusing to assist with the federal government?
Oh, you mean the bastards that coddle and hug these criminals?
No. I mean those bastards who help pay for this godforsaken town with grants and tax subsidies. So, get your fucking ass up and get me a goddamn map. I need to know where he might be hiding or where he might go. So if anyone has heard of any break-ins or burglaries, and what fucking fresh hell is this?
Special Agent Dwayne Delmont, Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is my partner, Dwayne Delmont.
You boys twins?
No, sir. No relation.
Look, you boys need to get in line because I'm looking for an escaped convict.
We're working kidnapping. I'm afraid our case takes precedence.
The girl has been missing for 43 hours and 17 minutes.
Damn, it's gotta be embarrassing. You get all dressed up and two other gals show up with the same shit you got on.
Sweetie, I'm so glad you're home. I missed you.
Ah, sugar. I missed you too. It's a long day at the office. How's your day?
Busy. I had to clean the playroom. You forgot a walker before you left this morning.
Oh, honey. Sorry I forgot to walk that bitch this morning. It won't happen again.
It wasn't a problem.
Did my brother stop by?
Yes.
And did you do everything that he needed done?
Of course. Otis needed help twice.
Hmm.
I figured you two could discuss that later.
Good girl. Daddy's tired. I think I'll go to the playroom and housebreak that bed.
Dinner's gonna be ready in a half an hour.
Perfect.
Hello, little girl. I'm here. Daddy's home. I hear you had a little accident. No, that's not good. You've been a bad, bad girl.
Fuck. The bitch bit me. Master Ambrose showed us pay well.
Did you say Ambrose?
Who the fuck are you?
Did you say Ambrose? Fuck.
Hey, shit, you fat boy.
Can I interest you in some primo meth?
What are you doing this Tuesday?
I can make Tuesday work.
You serious? You'll marry me on Tuesday? Because I had this whole
Yes.
thing.
Yes. This is funny. I had something I wanted to tell you too.
Well, my news obviously wins. Because this beautiful dame just agreed to marry me. You believe that?
Well, this dame is also pregnant. You can speak. It's allowed. You're gonna be a daddy.
Tuesday.
No, we have a few months left for that.
What the hell, man? What do we ever do to you?
Not a goddamn thing. But you work for Ambrose, and I need to send a message.
Fuck you.
You know, that looks pretty bad. Might want to get someone to take a look at that. You know, if you live long enough, you should go tell Ambrose that death is coming. You know, on second thought, I'll tell him myself.
And then he destroyed my final minion.
Well, it looks like you're running out of minions there, Lou.
Stupid fucking game. I'll just... There. I won.
Now, Lou, all games have rules.
Rules are for losers. Ask him about Uz. Tell that to the man from Uz.
That's right. You're the evil one. Beelzebub, Abaddon, destroyer of worlds.
Don't get cute, Doc. Those guys are all amateurs. I'm Lucifer.
I forgot. Tell me about Job, Lou.
I made a deal with God. I bet that I could turn Job away from God.
God won that wager, if I recall.
But at a mighty steep price. I still got my pound of flesh.
Sure you did, Lou. Sure you did.
Are you questioning my powers?
Tell you what. Strike me down. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Huh? It doesn't work like that.
Of course it doesn't. So, what happened next?
Hey,
Look, I already gave my statement and they already yelled at me and handed me my walking papers.
you were the one driving the convict.
No, I was riding shotgun. We were on a long stretch of road and my partner was giving me water and we missed the last bathroom for a 60-mile stretch. I just had to go, take a piss. I had no idea that he would try to kill the convict.
What?
Yeah, my partner was paid by someone to kill the convict.
That is not what the sheriff or the Department of Corrections told me.
Of course not, they're all on the same payroll.
Why are you telling me this?
I promised the fat man that I would tell the truth, and I intend on doing just that.
So he didn't violently escape?
Oh, it was violent all right, but it was self-defense, pure and simple.
But he did kill other convicts at his previous prison.
Yeah, but only after they jumped him.
He killed them all at once?
Yeah.
The paperwork says that he killed 5 other convicts over several months.
No, it was all at the same time. I was there. He killed him in the shower with just a goddamn bar of soap. There were a lot of naked body parts that I had to pick up. I transferred to Transpo the next day. You can only handle so many severed members before it's time to rethink your career trajectory.
Probably a good idea. Did he mention where he was going?
No offense, lady, but when a fat man's holding a shotgun to your head, it's really not time to ask him his evening plans.
Anything.
He didn't say anything. Just between you and me, Mayor Ambrose pays a lot of the bills around here, if you catch my drift. I know for a fact that my partner did some off-hours odd jobs for him.
The mayor.
You say mayor, we say God, but you didn't hear that from me.
Thanks.
What the fuck am I gonna do? Daddy told me to be a cop, he said it. God damn it.
Well, this here's the Harlan house.
You know they have a door, right?
I ain't allowed on the porch.
That's fair.
What the hell are you doing here?
Now, Arthur, I'm just here to deliver the feds.
Feds?
Yeah.
Special Agent Dwayne Delmont. This is my partner, Special Agent Dwayne Delmont.
Y'all related?
No relation, sir.
Well, what can I do for you?
May we come in, sir?
Yeah, y'all are welcome, but leave the local fucknuts out. Leave the retard on the porch. Leave the special needs student on the porch.
Again, this seems perfectly fair. Thank you, Deputy.
Yeah. I ain't a goddamn retard.
Your granddaughter's been missing for
45 hours and 12 minutes.
That we know of. That's when we first called it in to the local fucknuts. Local law enforcement.
How long had she been missing before that?
She left for classes. She's a theology student at the university, near the top of her class.
Was she unhappy?
Not at all.
Any enemies?
Of course not. She's a young woman.
Ma'am, in our experience, age doesn't matter.
Anyone who might want to do her harm.
Angry boyfriends.
No, but we did have a break-in in here about 4 days ago.
Why didn't you call it in?
Is that what they told you? I did call it in. Sheriff Bojangles and Deputy Fucknuts told me it probably wasn't anything.
Arthur.
Estelle, I love you. 45 years of matrimonial bliss with you, but I swear to God if you correct my accurate portrayal of that idiot one more time, it ain't mean if it's true.
There is a polite way and an impolite way to call someone a fucking idiot. And you don't call that fucktard fucking idiot in front of strangers, even if he is a wicked fucktard.
Ma'am, if we could focus. The fucking idiot said...
She said fucktard.
Thank you, Mama said.
They came out, told me it was kids or animals or... Look, ain't no animal leaving a size 12 boot print.
Did you see them?
Oh, no, but the neighbors did. Wonderful people. Lutherans. But we can forgive that indiscretion.
Ma'am.
They described a group of gang members.
Gang members.
Yeah, we got us a bunch of kids think their pants shouldn't fit, drive around acting all tough and inner city hard while they're driving past cow pastures. You know, I used to act tough too, driving past cow pastures, except mine were in Vietnam.
Oh, you were in Nam. Do you have any description beyond that?
Well, yeah. Neighbor said they all kind of looked alike, like they could be brothers. I know where they live, if it helps.
Wait, you know where they live?
Well, it is a small town. Sheriff told me to stay away, and I've been doing that. But I swear to God, if they had anything to do with this, I will show them what I learned in Vietnam.
All right, well, that's all the questions that we have right now. Thank you both for your time. Semper Fi.
Do or die.
Semper Fi, boys. You bring her home.
She'll come back, right?
Well, at least we got some professionals on the job now instead of the wonder twins of ineptitude.
It's dinner time. I caught me some roadkill. Figure I better teach him a thing or two about talking to outsiders.
Did he learn?
Well, he ain't talking. I say it's a lesson he won't soon forget.
Well, are we still gonna do this here ritual tomorrow night?
Well, it is the blood moon. Why? You gonna attach to your little toy?
She is fresh. And she still screams when you mishandle her.
Well, it can't be your wife. She's already over 21. The sacrifice has to be a woman under 20 years. You know the scripture as well as I do. We could snatch you another, but the feds are starting to sniff around.
No, that's fine. We'll just put this bitch out of her misery and then I'll get a new one when the feds aren't around. Or maybe Lucifer will get me a new one kind of as a reward.
You sure you won't stay? I made plenty if you bake some bread.
No, I better get back to my toy while I still have her. Don't overcook those ribs.
There's some things you could say to me, brother. Insulting my ribs is a touch too far.
Well, you gotta eat them. Whatever makes you happy, brother, makes me happy.
Can you believe that? He had the effrontery to comment on my ribs. Well, your ribs. That's just downright rude. I think your ribs will be just fine.
May I ask where your crime scene unit is?
You at Tennessee? Federales want to know where the crime scene unit is.
Crime scene? That's funny balls.
Why is that funny?
You're in Appalachia County now, boy. We are the crime scene unit. We got a deputy marshal out there with the finest ass you ever did see. She's on the job.
Did you just call my partner boy?
Oh, hell. It's just a term of endearment around here. Call her boys.
Term of endearment. That's funny.
Bet your kind used to call slavery having house guests.
Oh, hell yeah. With benefits.
I I will cheerfully take your racist ass outside.
What are you gonna do? Assault an officer?
What do you know?
Well, it was bloody.
Any sign of the girl?
That's right, you boys are looking for a girl. I hate to break it to you, Hoss. All the body parts we found was male.
Were they all brothers?
What you trying to say? All those white boys look alike?
It's a term of endearment, Deputy.
How many people did this?
A witness said it was a fat guy with a shotgun.
I reckon we have witnesses around these parts.
Well, that's cute. Witness says you haven't got any cops around these parts.
Who said that? You tell me where they are, and we're gonna take care of them.
All right, Tennessee.
Do you gentlemen want to take this conversation outside where it's a little bit less stupid?
Yes, please.
Kind of ugly fucking Yankee bullshit is that?
Tell you what though, with an ass like that, it's hard to hate that bitch.
Yeah, well, probably remind you of your mom too.
My mom? Boy, what you know about my mom?
No.
So the shooter matches my guy's description, but the bodies apparently are the ones who took your girl.
How do you know that?
Well, I managed to swipe these before that sheriff even decided to mosey up to the crime scene.
Wait, you took these off an active crime scene?
What, seriously? You're gonna bitch at me about contaminating their crime scene?
No, Deputy. Just impressed. We should team up.
Pool our resources.
Ignore the inept locals?
They call them fucking idiots here.
Actually, it's fucktards. It's a term of endearment.
Is that a yes?
You have a deal.
Okay then.
A king belongs in his castle.
Now, Lou, not every powerful man is a king.
Yeah, but you haven't heard of a king paying child support and eating dog food either. Preach it, brother.
You may enter. Oh, look, honey. It's our local sheriff. And to what do we owe this honor this evening, Sheriff? Is it time for another charitable contribution to the local law enforcement do-si-do?
So you got yourself a problem.
And that problem would be?
Yeah, you got you a fat guy out there killing all your boys.
Good!
That's good.
Walk with me, Sheriff. Did you just sass me?
No, darling. My back was just hurting a little. I'm sorry.
Are you sure?
Maybe I would never.
Nah, damn right. Now you just sit there and look pretty. Now, there are some questions that you have, I bet.
Yeah, I got a few.
Oh, you taste good, child.
You all right, Sheriff?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't mind covering for y'all's family, but I'd rather not watch this depravity.
I don't give two shits on a stick what you want.
But this fat guy.
Of course. Now, I didn't want to hurt the boy. I just needed to get his dander up a little bit. You see, the fat guy, he's my long-lost brother.
The baby.
Baby boo.
The horseman?
Hell yeah. And the most glorious one of us all.
It's gonna be bloody.
Well, it is the apocalypse. Now, you knew that when you signed over your soul for your pound of flesh. Tell me, Sheriff, How is that sweet young thing I sent over to you?
She's fine.
And the sex, is it everything you ever dreamed about in your entire life?
Yeah.
Well then, the price has been bartered for. You are bought and sold. And if I should tell you to lick the shit off of the bottom of my boot, you are gonna hop to it, post haste.
What do you want me to do about this fat guy?
I'll tell you what, you let him kill a bit more. He needs to embrace his role of death.
Tomorrow night, under the blood moon, we cut this tasty treat from her snatch all the way to her throat. We let her blood bring forth our daddy, and then we rule the world by his side. Amen, brother.
What about me?
Don't worry, Sheriff. In a world ruled by the darkest of souls, there's always going to be a need for a good and loyal sheriff. Now, you get some of your boys together here, and you pick a fight with my little brother, and you let the blood flow.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you can see yourself out. You know where the door is. My brother and I, we have a toy that needs our undivided attention.
Oh, this one is just too good. We should have some fun first.
No. You know the prophecy calls for a virgin sacrifice. Now, we can play with the merchandise, but we can't play with the merchandise.
Well, shit, Rayland. I got to get my willy wet.
What do you think my wife is for?
Oh, I'll take the back door.
I guess I'll take the front door.
Lead on, brother.
No brother after you.
What a friend we have in Jesus.
So, what will you do if you finally win?
Win. When I finally win.
Of course. When you win.
I'll give humans total freedom. Freedom from morals, freedom from empathy, freedom from God.
God?
You see, hell is the rape of the Congo, the Armenian genocide, Nanking, Wuhan, Jewish ghettos, Cambodia, Gaza, Sri Lanka, Syria, Darfur, Croatia, Bosnia. It all happened on his watch.
He gave him free will.
That was his first mistake. So you ask me what I'll do when I win? The first thing I'll do is eliminate adults from the equation. I will raise children to bow before me. I will create order where he provided chaos. I will bring knowledge.
You won't let them discover it on their own?
Oh, please. He would let them walk blindly through the wilderness for all of eternity. I'd give them direction.
But what will you do when they question?
I'll give them answers.
To everything or just to the questions you like? See, humans grow and learn and they question. They try and they fail and they try again. That's what makes them unique. Some try to follow God's instructions and some fail. Some will misuse his name or misinterpret his intentions, but that's not really the point.
So what is the point?
The point is that he was just the God of their creation. They are the gods of their destiny, and you want to rob them of that.
No, I want to harness it.
Some books say that God tried to harness it once, and you and I both know what came out of that mistake.
Then he should have ended the experiment.
Let's talk about your wife, Lilith.
Hey, we agreed you would not bring her up.
Lou, I'm here to help you work through all of your anger and That includes the anger towards your wife.
My ex-wife. You wanna play?
Okay, but what's the game?
Go fish.
Is your mouth ready to receive a python?
I've seen your peck of Tanny. It's a garter snake at best.
God damn, she got you good. Well, shit, Harlow. Just because you got hit with an ugly stick don't mean you get to laugh at my pecker.
Damn, Tanny, I was just joshing at you.
Bitch, you told me that if I got you some weed in a six-pack, you'd make my night.
I'm here, ain't I? You get to look at me.
Yeah, shit, that's more than Harlow paid for. Just show me your tits.
Yeah, let's see your tits.
Fuck that. No, I paid for tits. You don't get shit. You can turn your ass around.
The fuck you talking about, Tanny?
No, you didn't pay for shit.
Fine, you can see my tits.
Turn around.
Come on, bro.
No, I paid for this. You can turn your ass around.
Fuck you.
Well, shit. On a scale of 1 to RoboCop, I'd give that a Smokey and the Bandit.
God damn. You know, that's what I love about Appalachia. A man can't find him a woman, but goddamn, he can talk his sister into a freebie.
Fuck you, Sheriff.
Fuck me, huh? I ain't the one in the midst of foreplay with the goddamn brothers.
Well, shit, Sheriff. It ain't incest if you're paying for it like everybody else. All right, what the fuck you want here?
Well, I ain't here on my own account, I can assure you that. Your cousin sent me to round up a few expendables.
What, like the movie?
Yeah, Harlow. Just like the movie.
Shit, yeah. Raylan asked for us.
Raylan asked for us. All three of you, just by name.
Shit. You starting to see our work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, what's he asking us to do?
Honey, he ain't asking you to do nothing you three ain't capable of. Just pick up a little trash around town, take it out, so. Got an escaped convict.
A dangerous convict?
Nah. Just a fat guy with a shotgun. Like I said, it ain't nothing you three can't handle.
Fucking A.
We're stepping up.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a cakewalk for you. Easy, breezy.
Once we prove ourselves, I'm gonna get gussied up and work at the mayor's office.
Don't that just beat all?
Hell yeah.
Fucking skedaddle, shithead. Out of here. Fucking morons.
We could get that in better sync.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We should get some food after this, man. Keep your blood sugar regulated.
I acquiesce to the urgency of this material need.
This is the middle of nowhere. Pardon us, miss.
Oh, well, I do declare, look what has just shown up at my door. What can I do to help you, handsome man?
We're looking for your mother, ma'am.
My mama? Why ain't you just the cutest thing? Oh, my mama passed away years ago. Hellfire. She died before my boys were born. But you are sweet for saying so.
Miss, we're here to see Mrs. Ambrose. May we converse with her?
Well, I'm Mrs. Ambrose. And if I may say, you are a credit to your race, young man. Fine specimen.
Our apologies, ma'am. You just don't seem old enough.
Aren't you just a silver-tongued devil? And tell me, what else can you do with that tongue?
Ma'am, if you are indeed Mrs. Ambrose, then we'd like to make a few inquiries.
I can assure you I am the mistress of this house. Now, I'm sure you city boys must think we mountain folk have all manner of strange habits. Why, I bet you think I stay young looking by bathing in the blood of virgins.
Excuse me?
Oh, don't worry, sugar. I do no such thing. I stay young looking by breathing this clean mountain air and staying close to Mother Nature. You know, there are times when I feel like I just popped right out of the ground.
I see.
Now that we have established who I am, may I ask who you two gentlemen are and just what questions you have?
Certainly. Special Agent Dwayne Delmont, FBI. This is my partner, Special Agent Dwayne Delmont.
Well, your mama and daddy didn't have much of an imagination.
No relation, ma'am. We're here investigating the disappearance of this girl.
Her name is Sophie Harlan.
Well, she certainly looks delicious, but I don't know what this has to do with me.
May we come in?
Mercy me, where are my manners? Of course you may. Usually I wouldn't even ask. I'd insist. Now, I would like nothing better than to help you boys achieve, your objective of finding this young girl, but I just don't see how I can help you.
That smells really good.
Actually, Mrs. Ambrose.
Oh, please, call me Mama. Everybody does.
Mrs. Ambrose, can you tell us the whereabouts of your 3 sons during the disappearance?
Oh, there go my manners again. Would you 2 boys like something to eat?
No, thank you, ma'am.
I would.
When would that be?
49 hours and 7 minutes.
My, that does narrow it down a bit. You would have been good working in a household. Well, I can't rightly say where my boys were, but I'm sure they're not the ones you're looking for.
Why do you say that?
Well, because my boys are blessed and a blessing. Well, take those ribs and barbecue. My boy Otis brought them by for me. It's his secret recipe. He says it all starts with the right kind of meat. Gotta be fresh.
That may well be, ma'am. But we still need to speak with them.
Can you tell us where they are now?
I couldn't say.
Well, what about Mr. Ambrose?
Oh, the boy's daddy ain't been around for a while, but I worship the ground he walks on. We all do. In fact, we're preparing for his return. Oh, it's gonna be a hot time in this town when he does.
Yeah, that's nice.
Thank you so much for your time. Here's my card. Tell your sons that we'd like to speak with them. We'll see ourselves out.
Oh, don't mind none. Just as soon as I see any of my boys, I'll send them right out to find you.
Well, thank you for the food.
Oh, and agents? I've got 4 sons.
All right, we'll be in touch.
You want to tell me what that show was about? What you giving me for meeting, man?
Yeah. You know I'm a ribs and barbecue man from way back, right?
Yeah, so I was so surprised you didn't want any. And, you know, if you're blood sugar and shit.
Dwayne, you don't eat at a suspect's house, period.
What are you saying?
It's about the badge. We represent the badge, Dwayne.
Fair.
And there's some strange shit going on in this county, brother. I mean, besides, do you really want to eat anything these hillbillies have prepared?
No.
Exactly.
So, they're guilty. We take her in?
No. Let's find Catherine. There's some weird shit going on here.
Really weird shit.
Yeah, weirder than that normal West Virginia weird shit.
Weird shit. We kill anybody, you're doing the paperwork.
I want them dead.
Yes, Mama.
And tell him I want their cocks and balls for a nice stew.
Yes, Mama.
Tell him if he fails me, it will be his and his deputies instead. And he'll serve them to me.
I'll deliver the message myself.
Oh, all this stress. It's very hard on the skin. Is that a wrinkle?
No way, Mama. No wrinkle would dare touch your skin.
Oh, beautiful dog. I need a bath. I think 3 should do it.
Shall I kill them for you, or save that for you, Mama?
No, I don't want you to cut their throats. You know I like a warm bath. I'll do it myself.
Now, do you require virgins for your porcelain skin? Or will any blood do?
No need to be virgins, just innocent blood. I never lie to the law. It's not my problem it's so hard to come by innocent blood. Lord, I swear I am surrounded by idiots. It's my cross to bear.
You are so right, Mama. Idiots everywhere.
Who the hell are you, John?
Tell me about your tour.
I'd rather not. All right, it was bad. Isn't that enough?
Maybe for your buddies. But you and I are here to help you get past this terrible ordeal.
You have it all on your records.
I know, but tell me in your own words.
In my words. I was the only goddamn survivor. What the fuck do you want me to say about it?
That is a interesting choice of words for the only survivor.
Sometimes life can also be a death sentence, Doc.
So talk to me.
And initially, it wasn't just me. Initially, there was 3 of us. We made it the whole way with very little food. We were starving. We were getting real thin, but not just like thin.
Yeah, we were Holocaust skinny.
The 3 of us, Mikey had it the worst. Mikey was dying in front of our eyes. And for some reason, I wasn't losing the weight like everyone else was. I still had my strength. I could hack the pain. So, when we were getting whatever little rations we had, I was giving a lot of them out. Mikey mostly. And the amount of food I was giving him, I guess his stomach burst. You hack it through the march. You survive those fucking hell ships. We get all the way to the camp. And just because somebody gives you some extra bread, that's how you go.
So you're blaming yourself for an act of kindness.
Wouldn't you?
World War II?
Tell me about your childhood.
Getting really tired of talking, Doc. All right, it's all in the file.
No, it's not, John. All it tells me is you grew up in the group homes and workhouses. Doesn't tell me anything else.
All right, I really don't remember much. I know I was born in West Virginia. I know my mother gave me up for adoption. I worked in some shoe factory shortly after I turned 6, and I stayed there really till I was old enough to enlist. And then shortly after that, I was in 4th Marines heading to the Pacific.
Workhouses? How the fuck old is this guy?
Pretty sure I have some siblings somewhere.
Have you ever tried to find it?
No, not really. Well, I've always believed that the family that you choose is far more important than the family that you're given.
I agree with that. You are a good man, John.
So, we all done then?
Almost, John, almost. Have you ever looked into your past?
Not really. A little bit. I know the family name on my birth certificate says Ambrose. I met a woman. And I'm gonna ask her to marry me. You know, but I want to make sure that the nightmares stop first.
Well, I can't guarantee you the nightmares will be gone forever, John. But I do know you are a good man.
That's it? No investigation? Who is it?
Dwayne.
And Dwayne?
Come on in.
U.S. Marshals don't offer per diem?
We're here to give you your award for West Virginia's shittiest hotel room. Competition was stiff this year, so congratulations.
We just had the strangest,
You might want to...
What?
close.
Oh, right. Sorry, kids. Guess you haven't seen these before. I have a problem. I think my guy is, I think my guy is innocent.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure. But my gut is telling me they didn't do enough investigating.
Is it done?
What the fuck is
He
that?
hasn't spoken a word. He was covered in his wife's blood. But his wife was killed with a revolver. All we recovered was his shotgun.
So, the official story is he threw the murder weapon away, officer. Damn, son, do I have to do everything?
No, ma'am. So,
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. You trying to ask me something, son?
You promised me a reward.
All right. You wanted to live forever, is that right?
Yes, Mama.
And what was your name again?
Buford.
We're gonna get along just fine.
I know that voice.
Honey.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's Mrs. Ambrose.
Wait, Raylan's mother? How fucking old is she?
The thing is, she looks younger than you.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I've been working all day. And it's not as though I look like I'm in my 70s.
Yeah, that's the thing. Neither did she.
What's going on in this county?
Whatever it is not normal.
Where the hell do you think he's at?
I don't know.
Right.
You're gonna want to get out of my way. If you're not an Ambrose, we got no beef.
We're the new generation of Ambrose.
Is that so?
Yeah. You heard what she said.
Shut up. Can't you see I'm talking? We're the new motherfuckers in town.
The new motherfuckers?
Yeah. So that means that this is your unlucky day, fat man.
I guess so.
What the fuck?
Do you have any queens?
Go fish.
About your dream. Tell me, why would you have your youngest go live in foster care?
Are you kidding me? He's deaf. I needed him to have a healthy disdain for humanity. What better way to do that than to send him out into the world surrounded by the meat puppets he plans to harvest? Have you met people?
I have. And I find that most of them are hardworking and decent, and working together for a common goal to make the world a better place for the coming generations.
All right, goddammit. Y'all follow my lead. We'll get the jump on these sons of bitches.
So what did the judge say?
He's playing golf.
Oh. Looks like we're going with my plan then, aren't we?
We still need a war, Dwayne.
You know, I always wanted to be the Mexicans in Butch's Sundance.
Well, you know, boss, if we're gonna be technical, really it's Butch and Sundance and Sundance, right? You know?
I reckon you got a point.
Thank you.
Huckleberry, bring up a lot.
Well, I'm your huckleberry.
You gotta stop saying that shit. All right. On my side.
Shit.
Looks like a damn plane rally out there.
They have a machine gun.
Shit!
I'm sorry, boss. I'm so sorry.
Fuck it, shoot!
But
I want a machine gun.
Okay, we're gonna get them while they're still reloading. Short Dwayne, I need you to go get the car. Tall Dwayne, go to the right, and I'm gonna go down the center, okay?
So I'm going for the right?
Oh my God. You, Dwayne, you go get the car. You, Dwayne, you go to the right. I'm gonna go down the center. Are we good? Okay.
So what happened next? The motel shootout.
Oh, alright, so the fat fuck rode down on his fat pale horse and came to save the day. Do you have any threes? Go fish.
safety.
Dwayne!
What?
No, shoot Dwayne! Why, Dwayne? Jesus Christ, Dwayne!
The fuck we gonna do now, boss?
You hold in this spot now, Tennessee. I'm gonna go get us some help.
I can't.
Now listen, goddammit, you've been saying you wanted more responsibility. This is more responsibility.
No, boss, I kind of like doing nothing. I wish I was doing nothing right now.
You got this.
Damn it, boss. We can't do this.
God damn it, boys, there ain't no way that fat son of a bitch can hit us from there.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. I'm out. I'm out.
Where's everybody? Freeze, John! I said freeze! Look, I know you didn't kill your wife and child. Okay? I know the Ambrose family had something to do with it. You're gonna kill all of them, aren't you? Look, I've got a job to do. And that means bringing you in no matter what. Which is why it's gonna be so hard to tell them how the hell you got away. Look, I'm going to the Ambrose house now. I'm gonna help these agents find that missing girl. This may be our one chance to make sure that bastard doesn't hurt anybody else.
I'll be there.
I was hoping you'd say that. Look, I gotta help them, okay? We good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, let's go get that missing girl of yours.
What about your fugitive?
What fugitive?
Who are these assholes?
I don't know, but I'm guessing they share the same family shrubbery. And also, judging by the fact that we have a local deputy lying over there with a tomahawk in his head, I'm guessing they're dealing with local law enforcement.
You know, I want to go to Seattle, but my partner here insisted on the national capital, which covers this lovely bit of West Virginia.
Too much rain.
I'm not running a tomahawk guy.
Okay.
Please. God, get me out of here. Please send somebody to save me. I swear I will never doubt you again. And I will never take my grandparents for granted. I made so many mistakes.
Surprise, girl. You pray to a God who doesn't like to meddle. Do you know what inaction gets you? Do you?
No.
Oh. Me. Oh. You want to know a secret? My brother Raylan likes you. He wanted you all for his own, but I told him that just wouldn't do. Your blood will usher in a new era and bring our daddy back. Oh. All the tears of a virgin. Mama sure does like those. Wasted opportunity in every job.
Why are you doing this?
Because there are two sides to every war. You're lying here, vulnerable, praying to a God who just won't answer, and I spent my entire childhood waiting for a daddy who couldn't. You see, a very long time ago, my daddy was banished by your daddy, and I want my daddy back.
My daddy died in the Gulf War. He didn't banish anything.
I don't give a damn about your mortal father!
I'm talking bigger than that, sweetheart.
Satan is your father?
Lucifer, Augustine, Ambrose. It's an older name than most realize.
You're insane!
You see, my daddy had 4 sons, and he gave each of us a horse. My horse was black.
4 horsemen?
Famine! At your service, and you are the blood of innocence. Your blood will create a blight that will kill the very ground the human souls walk. It will defile it. Oh, at least it would have.
What do you mean, would have?
Oh, I'm afraid my brother has been a bit remiss. He's not going to be in charge much longer. And if we can't bring Daddy back, the least I could do is share my gifts with the world, little lamb. Now come on, you know this one. Bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves. Now, what's a little hunger among friends? Now then, quart of wheat for a penny. Come on now, take it down. Down the hatch. Bringing in the sheaves. There you go. Chew and swallow now. It's good for you. And then we have 3 quarts of barley for a nickel. Come on now. Down the hatch it goes. Bringing in the sheaves. Don't you dare damage the oil and the wine now. Oh yes, red like the Red Sea, you're parted like Moses, darling. Yes, praise the Lord. Praise his name.
Why?
Because if you can't shed one virgin's blood, you might as well bathe the world in blood. And you have the distinct honor and privilege of being my bride. You will never be able to cure your hunger now. It will grow just like a tumor until nothing satisfies. Oh yes, you're my bitch. And I'm never satisfied either. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves. There, that wasn't so bad now. That wasn't so bad.
How much for your whore for the day?
That's my wife you're talking about.
I ask you a math question and you answer me by correcting my English?
Not today. Daddy has plans.
Fine. I got things to do anyway. Sermons don't write themselves.
Tonight, brother, everything will be finished tonight.
Right. Tonight.
Father is gonna return and I'm gonna take my place by his side, and then you can love as much as you want.
Why might you be at his side?
I am the oldest brother. Tonight?
Yes. Wouldn't miss it.
Freeze!
And to what do I owe this honor?
We have reason to believe you're involved in the kidnapping of a young woman.
Oh, wait. I have the judge in my pocket. That means I assume you do not have a search warrant.
Well, we heard someone scream. Exigent circumstances and all.
I doubt that very much. And since I am such a criminal mastermind, why would I hide
A kidnapped girl in my very own home. In front of the local clergy at that.
Amen, brother.
Clergy?
I have the largest flock in the Tri-County. We're non-denominational.
We know you had something to do with this, Ambrose.
Knowing and proven are two very different things. And since I am the duly elected mayor of this here town, it would take some balls, especially for the feds. Oh, and a deputy marshal who's supposed to be looking for an escaped convict? Tell me, how's that search coming along, little missy?
Fuck off.
Oh, I'd love to, but you're a little bit too old for me. But you can give me the number of your local field office so that I can have a little chat with your supervisor and ask him what he thinks about this intrusion in my home.
Mr. Ambrose, we're searching this house.
By all means, be my guest. Of course, it might cost you your jobs. Wait, you breached my front door. So, of course it will cost you your jobs. Just don't upset my pretty little wife.
Well, I've got to be going.
Slow your roll, Pastor.
Father. The title is Father.
Oh, I don't care if it's holy fucker of the asshole pious dickheads. Stand still.
Well, you're thinking of my brother here.
Give me a reason.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, please, feel free to search the premises. My wife will be happy to show you around while I finish my breakfast. I would do so myself, but I have a very busy day ahead, and it's just been complicated by having to call a bunch of supervisors, which is my favorite hobby, calling supervisors and have officers fired. You are gonna shoot a mayor for eating his breakfast? All lives matter.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Ma'am, I need you to take these agents around the house.
Now tell me, why would I kidnap some sweet young thing when I have such a delicious piece of ass like that who's gonna give me every bit of pleasure and earthly delight that I could ever want?
Praise Jesus.
Talk about your wife like that?
That's how my brother talks about everything.
Sit down, Father.
Now then, officer.
Deputy Marshal.
And now then, unemployed. What could you possibly hope to accomplish by invading my precious home this way?
I'm coming for you, brother.
We know you have the girl.
Do you now?
We have our reasons.
Such as?
What?
No girl.
How is that possible?
Oh, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I don't believe I've ever seen 3 careers get flushed down the toilet quicker than that. Oh, it has been a real pleasure. A real pleasure indeed now. Oh, that's so cute. You know, you could always make it as a dancer. What a friend we have in Jesus.
Oh, well now, Spunky, I guess I can get back to my breakfast.
Motherfucker, holy shit!
Hey!
Death is
Hey!
coming!
Stop!
Death is coming! Death is coming!
Do you say when God asks you that?
You have no power here. You are the baby.
Do you want to know what I said, Raylan? I said, here am I. Send me.
You really didn't think that it would be that easy now, did you, fat man?
Actually, I kinda did, you fuck.
I'ma tell you about a story of a broken man. How it began, how it ends. What he didn't understand is all the love that he had in his hands. Yeah, woke up one morning and said, I can't get her out of my head.
Please help me. Please.
I promise you help is coming. My family reunion's not
Wait!
over.
Please.
And the sound of her made his heart bone, broken bone. as a spell. If you couldn't tell, he was transfixed amidst a mixed mist, and that never ends well. He was once in love with the lady, see, then color turned into calamity. Into calamity. Damn.
Opa, I'm home.
I'm ready for you, you supernatural fucktards!
Why would you?
Of calamity.
I didn't do this. But I know who did. I followed him to your house. I think he was waiting for you. I'm sorry I couldn't save her.
Jesus, that is one tough Oma.
Baby! Oh, baby, I shouldn't have left you. I thought I was leading him away from you. I should have never left my Boston Belle.
Then you'd be dead too.
And who the fuck are you?
Grandpa!
Who the hell are you and what are you doing in my house?
He saved me, Grandpa. They all did.
What the fuck do we do with you?
Nothing. I just want to live in peace.
You're not finished yet.
We stopped the apocalypse. The rest is up to you. We should be more concerned about her. And why she's been shoving her face with blood-soaked cookies. Or has nobody noticed?
Oh, holy shit.
I'm hungry. All the time.
It can be reversed. But she's gonna have to come with me.
The hell you?
Grandpa?
Look, I am not letting her out of my sight ever again.
There's only room for one.
Well, then she ain't going.
Grandpa, this goes deeper than that.
We'll get you a good doc. We'll get you fixed up.
And my memory's a bit hazy. Once the hunger takes over, she'll turn to a robot, just like that brunette at my brother's house. Anything she eats is gonna turn to dust.
Shit.
And she'll die from hunger.
Grandpa, all those legends you told me as a kid about this town, they're true.
I fucking knew it. Too much fucking nuggetry going on around here to be normal.
You have to let me go.
You touch a hair on her head, and I'm gonna gut and skin you like a deer. We on the same page? Because I'm an old motherfucker, and the thing you need to remember about old motherfuckers is we know how to fucking fight, because we've been doing it longer than anybody.
I hear you.
Good.
I love you, Opa.
Oh, baby, I love you too. You were the light of our twilight. Don't you ever forget that, okay?
How do we
explain all this?
Yeah.
It's not my problem.
I should just take you in right now.
You could try. But I wouldn't recommend it.
He's one of them.
What?
He rides a pale horse.
Sweetie, I don't know what you're talking about.
Otis called himself Famine. They are...
4 horsemen of the apocalypse?
Okay. So that makes John...
Death.
Sweetie, I am not letting you go with this man.
It's her choice. Only I can stop the hunger.
You can't keep me safe. Or save me now. But he can.
All due respect, My granddaughter trusts this man, and that means I trust this man. Now, you seem like a nice lady, sort of. But I have every intention of making sure that these two leave together. And I ain't opposed to hitting a woman if she's armed.
Okay, okay. Fine.
Lordy, I have never been more disappointed in one of my children in my life.
Yes, she is very upset. You've severely let your mama down.
Sorry, Mama. I tried to save him.
Buford, dear, please take care of my light work.
This is from your mama, with love.
Don't lie to me, boy. I brought you into this world. I can take your slippery ass out. You can cast aspersions on the mortals all you want, but don't you ever vilify your mother with a fabrication. Do you understand me?
Yes, Mama.
I should give you the Buford as a toy. Make you sit and take it.
I'd like that, Mama.
Calm your tits. There are some lines even a mother can't cross. But I am this close, Otis. Do you understand me?
Yes, Mama. But Mama, what do you expect me to do? There's always so many trigger fingers out there.
We don't need more. We just need one.
Have you met your son, Mama?
Yes, I have.
You talking about yourself? Because you are one flaccid motherfucker compared to the fat guy.
Hey, pretty princess. I can still cut a bitch.
Focus, boys. I think it's time to call that bigger gun.
Who is this mythical beast?
Otis, call your brother.
Uh.
Did I stutter?
But my bride is still out there. I just missed her at her grandparents' home. I expect she'll be home anytime now.
Boy, you best get on that phone and call your younger brother.
Yes.
You have any jacks?
Go fish.
Looks like I win.
Double or nothing.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea, Lou. You need your rest, and your whole quest for world domination failed in your dream.
I have another son.
Well, you already lost one in this fantasy, and one of the other ones doesn't really seem to love you a whole lot.
If you win, I'll take my pills.
Well, what do you get if you win?
Then I get out of this hellhole.
I don't know if I can promise that.
Come on, don't you want to know how the story ends?
Well, okay, but what's the game? I've about had it with Go Fish.
How about war?
Fuck off, I'm busy. Is it John? I'm on my way. I hope you fellas don't mind fighting women. Well, I guess it's your unlucky day.
Got any fives?
Can I interest you in some premium meth? Can I interest you in some...
This is our, yes. This is what we do. This is it. This is why we're partners.
Yes, that is for the prequel of the Doors.
I have shades.
I'll never be a mom. Ooh, just let me check him out. Just let me check him out.
You don't get to kill me.
Just go over there where it's safer. Jay?
What the fuck are you doing?
What?
You got it?
I'm ready.